All right, everybody, welcome back to another microeconomics video. And today we're doing kinked demand curves. So instead of having a flat demand curve, this is a demand curve that is like a straight line, right? But except instead of being a straight line like we are used to, now it is going to have a kink in it, or a discontinuity, if we wanted to talk about it in mathematical terms. And the reason for this is as following. So let's start at this situation. So if we start at this particular situation here, where the firm is selling at a price of 500 and is selling 10,000 units. Now, we've learned that oligopolies are interdependent, right? Their pricing and their profit outcomes are not only related to their own pricing decision, but the pricing decision of others. And so that interdependence is going to be reflected in this kinked demand curves. So these kinked demand curves reflect the commitments and pressures of others in the cartel or others that are colluding with you. So for instance, let's say that if this is your particular situation, right? If you expand output, so if you expand output to 11K, then the price is going to fall dramatically. And by fall dramatically, it's going to go down to $300 from $500. So this would be this point right here. Why is this happening? It is happening because other firms also cut their prices immediately. So other members of the cartel are going to discipline you by lowering their prices if you try to expand your output. Does that make sense to everyone? All right, now let's think about what if we try to raise our prices? What if we raise our prices to 550? Well, then our sales are going to decline dramatically to 5,000. So this would be raising prices. That's going to result in a dramatic change in the quantity that we sell. Why is this? This is because other firms will match your price raise, right? They will raise their price as well. And so this kinked demand curve is essentially the result of, so, you may see, question or something like that where like, why is the demand curve kinked? Why is the oligopolist's demand curve kinked? And maybe this is going to let me move. And so it is kinked because in this region, there's going to be other people in the cartel or other competitors that are matching all the price cuts that you're trying to do. Oh, that's the wrong, sorry. Burp. Over here, they're matching all the price cuts. But they are not matching any price increase. So actually, this is wrong. Other firms are not going to match the price increase. Apologies. And so what happens when other firms don't match the price increase? Therefore, you're going to lose demand to the cheaper competitors. I apologize for not moving this up. I'm pretty sure it is frozen. But that's what's going on with the kink demand curve. That's why it looks the way it does. So it gets dramatically steeper when we go to the right, because that's where there are price cuts and they are going to be matched by all the competitors, compared to it is dramatically shallower if we go above whatever that pre-existing price is, because the competitors are not matching the price increase. And so you're going to have a much more significant, right? You increased price by, or you increased production by 1,000 and the price dropped by 200. You increased the price by 50, not even 100, and the total quantity decreased by 5,000. So a much more significant reaction to the price change depending on where you are on the kinked demand curve. But again, the best way to really interpret it is to think about, okay, I'm starting off at this particular price. If I were to increase the price, my demand would drop dramatically, 5,000 quantity, compared to if I were to increase the price, my demand would only increase a tiny little bit by 1,000. Or sorry, decrease the price. I keep on getting this confused. Okay, let's just